We're done redirecting. Hello, everybody. This is Hunter Pascal with Foreclosure Friday. And how is your day? Friday, woo! Amazing, amazing month. Flew by really quick. Quick. It flew by so quick. I didn't even have a chance to look at it. So, and that's good because a lot of things happened this month. A lot of big stuff. Tampa Bay won their divisions, and now they're in the Super Bowl next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend. So let's go Tampa Bay. That's awesome. Welcome to Foreclosure Friday. My name is Hunter Pascal, and I'm your man. And we are not in Tampa, we're in Longwood. So, but we are in Orlando. And it's not doing this outside. It's actually nice, sunny, and shining. So I might want to change this. I don't like that background looking like that because it makes it negative. Let's go to the big eagle. The big eagle, I call it. Yes, sir, that's right. Born and raised in Florida and born and raised in the U.S. There it is, the state capital bird. Anyway, today I wanted to bring you something a little different. I wanted to just try to sell you something. Is that okay? Is it okay if I try to sell you something today? You know, we've been doing this for 4 years and I've never sold anything on here. I've always offered some experiences for yourself and this and that. So today I'm not really going to sell you. You're going to sell yourself. So I want you to watch this little presentation. Not going to be long. It's a PowerPoint presentation I've done for others, and others I'm meaning partners and stuff in my business here. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to just give you a little sneak preview of what we do for them and what we got going on in this office space here. So let me share a screen somewhere, share my screen, which I'm already doing, I think. Okay, and I need to find my PowerPoint presentation. Goodness gracious. I will find the PowerPoint presentation. Hang on 1 second. Let me find that baby. I had it up, ready to go. And now I got to find it to go and play from start. And here we are. Can you see that? Hands up if you can see it. I can't tell if you're waving or not. Can you see that, Michelle? Are you watching? You see a flag? Do you see the success? Do you see a short sale success sign? Do you see now, do you see a house? Oh, it might be a delay over there. Okay. So if there's a delay over there, I'm in big trouble. Michelle can't see everything. And oh my goodness, I'm on a presentation here and I can't tell if my face, show me your phone.
My phone is not on it yet. Oh. My phone's not connecting, but we're connected out here. There it is.
All right, Short Fix and Flip is the name of the program. That's where we negotiate that. We decide whether we're going to fix or flip. And I wanted to show you a deal we've done recently. And you're not seeing the program. What is going on? No. Come on. Let me see if I get this process working here. All right, so share my screen. That's what happened. I didn't share my screen again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here we are, gang. Hang in there. Can you see it now? Now we see it. So here we go. I was on a roll. Y'all didn't get to see this, but here we are. It's short sale assess. It's short sale autopilot. And this is some of the programs we have for our partners in training here. We're working on properties that look a little bit like that, but they're not upside down like that in reality, but they are in mortgages. So when a homeowner quits making their payment on a property and they can't afford it, sometimes the mortgage is higher than the value of the home, and so we turn the homes upside down and call them upside down houses. But there's also houses in there that don't have a mortgage higher than the balance and they're still in foreclosure. So we call that an equity buyout. You want to know what those are? Stay tuned. I'm not teaching it today, but I'm going to show you some other things. It's pretty cool. Okay. So here's a picture of a property. This is a property over in the Tampa area by where Tampa Bay is going to be playing their Super Bowl. It's not in Tampa, it's Springhill actually, and you may or may not have seen this already, but I want to show it to you one more time just so we're all clear what happens. We're closed on it, we're done. And these are pictures that we received from somebody else over in the Spring Hill area. One of our student partners are over in the Brooksville area of Florida. And these are some of the pictures that they sent to us prior to us, or actually after. I believe we might have got these right before we funded the deal. I'm sure we did. We had to see it. So I don't think you'd be like those, you see those shows on TV, California, where they're buying these houses sight unseen, and they go in, and they're spending $500,000, $600,000 for a little house in California. Then they go see it after they buy it. Well, I don't suggest you do that. I suggest you get some pictures, you get something, you get some kind of idea of what a property is looking like before you spend money on it. Now, this isn't the prettiest property we've worked on by no means. And but the really unique deal on this property went to foreclosure sale, and through the pandemic we were working on this, and we contacted actually a partner, student partner, became a Caleb is his name. He contacted the seller on this, but the seller had an attorney, and they were trying to do an eviction before they could take the property over. So real quick, story goes quick, is the seller said, hey, talk to my attorney and I'll do whatever my attorney says. And we said, okay. So I got on the phone with Caleb, struck up a conversation with the attorneys, made our offer on the property. I believe we made about a $80,000 offer on this property, or maybe $75,000 offer on the property, sight unseen. I mean, this is what we saw right here. What you're seeing is how I bought this property. We funded it by just looking at this. No power, no water, no inspections. So we knew the property value was somewhere around the 200s, 210, 215, maybe, might be pushing it on that side. But the uniqueness about this deal is that the property was already foreclosed on, and the foreclosures happened, and the property was deeded back to the owner. But they hadn't had a chance to do eviction because they were worried about the eviction and the process. They didn't even go. The attorneys or the seller or the lender didn't even send anybody by to look at the property. Well, when we saw it, or when we found out it was vacant, we were excited because we were worried about the writ of possession. The writ of possession is what a foreclosure lender foreclosure case. What will happen is there's called a writ of possession, which could be in the foreclosure documents or could not be, but in this case it was. And they got the judgment from the bank, from the judge and everything, to evict the people, but they were worried about the pandemic and then the ability to evict people. And I was on a call the other day. People are evicting people all over the place, all over the country. So don't believe everything here on the media. It's all happening. It might be a little different, but it's happening. So this is a property we found from there's the address actually right here, Springhill, 2474 Commerce Avenue. And here is how the deal broke down. Now, I like to always show the end in mind. Why are we on here? What are we looking for? And what do we expect, right? Well, this is it. So we purchased a property for $80,000. Actually, because we offered 70 or 75, they countered back. We bought it at 80. The ARV we had it at 160 when we bought it, right? So the repair estimates and the rehab were about 30 to 40,000. So this is sight unseen inspect this property. So we just turned around, always round for higher repairs. When you're doing repairs, you always want to round up high because there's always going to be something, especially in today's market, because all the materials have doubled in price. Go buy a 2x4 now, or go buy a sheet of drywall or some stuff like that and see what happens. So what we did, we just sold it as a wholesale. We did what wholesalers do. They tie up properties with contracts. We tie up, but we fund. We buy everything we do. We don't tie them up. We buy them, we fund them, and we control them. And then we decide whether we're going to short, fix, or flip. Well, this wasn't a short, but it was a fix or flip. We decided to flip, not to fix. And the outcome was, for our partner, a profit of $20,000 that we got to split 50-50. So this partner on this deal will tell you he has less than 4 hours on this deal, never looked at the property, did one phone call or two with the owner. I did 2 calls with the attorney, and then we had to do one more call with the owner because we had to get the owner to push their attorney so we could buy the property. The conversation kind of went like this. ring, ring. The owner answers the phone, or the seller. And I said, hey, my name is Hunter. She goes, who are you? And I said, well, I'm the one that's trying to give you $80,000. She goes, oh, I need to talk to you. And I said, well, I'm glad you like to talk to me, because you need to get your attorney to get these documentation signed so we can wire you some money. And that's the contract, the closing, the sale. We paid all closing costs, everything. And 80,000 was the deal. So within 2 hours, we had emails from the attorneys, and they finally got the deal closed. It took us longer to work through the attorney to get to the closing documentation that it did to do the contract, strike the deal, and fund it. So it took us longer. So be careful who's involved in your deals. Try to go directly to the source, meaning you want to talk directly to homeowners. You can bypass any other person involved. That's the best way to do it. But unfortunately, some homeowners like this, and the lady was a little elderly, somewhere up older than me, somewhere around 70, 80 years old, and she wasn't going to do anything without her attorney. So I think she likes us a lot now, because we did what we said, and we did it when we said we were going to do it. We did it before we were going to do it. So anyway, 50-50 split, partner got 10 grand. We did this in less than 60 days. If you think you might like something like this, you might want to pay attention to what we're doing here. I'm going to show you how to find deals. I'm going to show you how to get stuff for free. Stay tuned. This is freaking powerful right here. And I haven't done this with the public yet. This is actually one of my trainings with our partners here. So benefits from our experience. Get the best lead generation machine. Check the website link below. 7-day free trial. That's what I'm offering you today, a 7-day free trial. If you haven't heard of this program or done this program, you probably want to get on it. It's pretty awesome. Bonus for if you pay for 1 year, you get 2 months free. So you'll find out what it costs. I'm not even going to bring the cost, but here we go. Helpmefindhouses.com. That's one of our branding sites, or sites where we get leads. It's our lead generation site right here. Yeah, okay. So go ahead and write that down and click on that, or do whatever. Or you don't want to click on it now because you want to watch the rest of this presentation, because it's going to be pretty powerful. I'm talking fast today because I'm trying to get it all in. I learned this fast talk from somebody. I'm not going to mention his name. Let's see if he knows who it is. How to get your mailings done. How to get your mailings done. I almost said for free. Well, you have to use my name, number one, to get them for free. And number two, you might want to make sure you get a good list. Okay? So the first place was where to get it. So here's what we do. We like to use the Yellow Letter Shop guy. And I was just on the phone with him earlier today, just concluding conversations that the deal that him and I have negotiated, and the deal that as a partner that's really pushing a lot of mailing through this office, I'm just giving you my source right here. This is who we use. There's people that use this guy all over the place, not just us. I mean, there's people everywhere nationally using his name's Rob Speciale and his wife, and they got a really good thing going on. Again, I talked to him earlier today, and I said, Rob, I'm going to do something a little different. He said, well, hey, Hunter, I've been backing you this much, and might as well just see what we can do. So connect with Rob directly to get special pricing for our partners. Now, you're supposed to be a partner to get the prices that I'm giving you here. So think about when you get advanced on this and you learn some things from Rob and some mailings and get some stuff going, and the prices that Rob's going to give you, because he's going to give you Hunter prices, right? Hunter's always got better prices. Hunter always works hard at making and building relationships that are win-win for each other. So we're doing stuff for Rob and he's doing stuff for us. So we use a simple yellow letter like this one. And if you don't have a yellow letter like this one, you might want to get a letter like this one, because it works great. You can actually use my phone number and my name and stuff on there when you mail if you want, or you can change it, put your information in there, put your phone number in there, so when the sellers call, they call you. Now, for me, I don't really answer the phone because, I don't have the time of the day when I'm busy. I don't want to take a seller call. And that's very important, to take a seller call when you have time and you have the compassionate time to listen to somebody and hear their challenges, which that's how you get deals. And I'm going to talk about that right here. So skip tracing deals. So not only does Rob do yellow letters or mailing postcards or any yellow, it doesn't matter. It's just Rob will mail any letter you want to mail. It doesn't have to be just yellow letter. It could be postcards, letters, all kinds of different stuff he does. Just get with Rob. He's a great guy. We've got a killer deal on skip tracing as well. That's just, tracing. and it's exclusive for our company as well. And, there's a lot of skip tracing companies out there, and we've tried a few, but this particular skip tracing company here is pretty awesome. Very awesome. Again, Rob Special. But look at what's even better. Special deal, Hunter Student Partners. For the first 250 letters mailed, Rob will skip trace them for free. Now it's 100. It's not 250. I apologize. There's only 100 in there. That's a typo on my part. So it's 100, not 250. After that, special pricing at 16 cents each for skip tracing. That's as cheap as you're going to get anywhere. I mean, you can do 100 or you can do 5,000 skip traces, whatever it is, at 16 cents a piece to do that. Contact Rob directly again for prices. I guarantee you're going to like them. They're even better than what's on here if you mention my name. You have to mention my name. Tell Rob I'm sending you there and make sure he knows it's from me. And here's his email down here. It's rob@yellowlettershop.com. rob@yellowlettershop.com. Get on there with Rob and get going. And this is how fast we move in our office. We make a decision. We just keep moving, right? So who's going to answer your phone? Who is going to answer your phone? And why didn't I bring a water up here? Who is going to answer your phone? Well, if it isn't you, which I suggest it be you, unless you can afford to have systems that will answer the phone for you, like Pat Live. Now, Pat Live, I can get you a little deal on that too. I just got off the phone with him, or Pam texted him. I can get a pretty good deal. I don't even know the numbers right now, what it costs. But what this is a live answering service, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they answer your mails. When you mail, we forward our number to the number we have from them, and that the skip, that when the calls happen, they take my script and they ask the questions that I want asked for the target market that we're marketing at, which is pre-foreclosures. And here is the script. So Q&As, right? Home phone. Oh, this is what they get on the script. Number one, these are the first two things you need to get when you're talking to homeowners, because when you mail the letters, you don't have their phone number and stuff unless you did the skip tracing. Now you will have numbers and emails and all that, but even when you're on the phone with somebody, you still want to get it. So this is what the letter people get from us, the Pat Live. They get these phone numbers, cell phone. Do you have an email address? They ask all these questions. These are on my seller information form, which I'll show you soon. And these are very important because this is the way you get directly in contact with homeowners, and how you need to stay in contact with them. What do you think your house will appraise for? Let's go ahead and ask them. What do you think their house appraised for? Because you want to test the level of understanding of the homeowner, and if they know values around, and that's what you want to know. You want to know if they know what the value is, and then you want to know what their concerns are. Script for questions and answers continued. How about that? What are you asking for the house? Always a big question, always a good answer. You need that. What do you owe on the house? People will give you these numbers and this information when they're behind on mortgages. But if they're not behind on a mortgage, a homeowner is not going to give you any of this information because they're not motivated like these sellers are. These sellers are very motivated when we're sending letters to them. What do you owe on the house? Who is the lender? That's a very good question because we like to know who we're working with or going to work with. How much is your monthly mortgage payment? Why do I want to know that? Well, maybe somebody's behind on their mortgage payments, let's say a year. Okay, let's say their mortgage payments were $1,000 a month. Just use those quick numbers because it's easier for me. So what's that? You got 12 months, $1,000 a month. That's $12,000. So, Mr. Seller, you mean you just don't want any money from this deal? You just want to move. You just don't want your mortgage to go in foreclosure. Mr. Seller says, yep. And I would say, Mr. Seller, would it hinder you if I caught up your payments and started making your payment every month? Would that help you or hinder you? And he said, oh, by the way, that would help me because it's going to build my credit. It's going to get me back in substantial, back in current with the bank. It's going to substantially save my declining credit. And over a period of time, a year or 2 years, something like that, it's going to even build my credit some more. So that's the conversation I have with homeowners when I ask questions about, hey, I'll be able to buy your house. I'll even be able to pay full price, or what you owe. Because one of the questions are, will you sell your house for what you owe on it? That's another question you want to write down, and it may be in here. And so that's why I asked about the payments, and then I want to know the interest rate and things like that. Although that stuff can be kind of found out about, but that's because we have the tools to do that. But so are the taxes, insurance included in the property monthly payment? We want to know if it's PITI. We want to know if the payment includes principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. This is 101 stuff. Are your payments current or behind? Or I might say, hey, Mr. Seller, it's come to my attention, your payments may or may not be behind. So we ask this, are your payments current or behind? But to get the door open, you might want to use a hunterism at, hey, maybe your house payments are behind, may or may not be behind, may or may not be behind. That'll open the door many times for lots of opportunities for you in the future, because homeowners don't like to be judged on what's going on or what's happening in their lives right now. They're just looking for some compassion and some help. And that's who you are. If behind, ask how many months behind the payments. I've already told you why we want to do that, because we might catch them up. Does the house need any repairs? We always want to know if the house needs repairs. Now, I can tell you, homeowners aren't going to answer all these questions right out of the gate with Pat Live. Matter of fact, I might even make my list shorter, but I'm still trying to find out which ones will give me the most information. And to be honest with you, thinking about it right now, when I said that, I'm looking at visualizing all the seller calls I've received in the past. And I'm talking about, let's just say for the past year, and I've received hundreds, if not thousands, of seller information forms from all over the country and ours and that. And I can tell you on the first round of Pat Live and stuff, they're only getting about a third of the information, if that. So your service that answers the phone, you need to critique them and all. Not that it's Pat Live's fault. It's just the fact that homeowners just don't want to be giving all this information out on the first date. It's kind of like you look at like your first date, on your first date, you go to dinner and you hold hands maybe and all that, you might kiss or whatever, but you got to have some dates before you get into the good stuff, right? So this is the same thing, it's people to people, same difference, just a different scenario. I just use that one because I like that one. Is your home currently listed with the realtor? That's a big question, because you really don't want a property that's listed with a realtor, especially if you're a realtor doing this business. You don't want to be stepping on another realtor's toes. You know how they might get a little excited about you interfering with their contractual agreement and all that. But if you're a realtor, just go ahead and say, hey, I apologize. I didn't know your house was listed. If you need me in the future, let me know. And that's how it works. But if you're an investor, there's other conversations that happen if it's listed with a realtor. And if you want to know about those conversations, that's what we teach in our classes. We teach how to maneuver through whoever you talk to and through whoever you call and answer the phones. When do you want to move? Big question for a homeowner. I mean, hey, when do you want to move? Sometimes they're already vacant. And that's kind of how we do it. How'd you hear about us? You always want to know, homeowner, how they heard about you. And we know when they call Pat Live, it's our special Y'all letter campaign, because that's the only marketing where we put that. And then they have the comments of what they might have said with a seller, which sometimes does or doesn't happen. So on the other side, you've mailed, you got your deal, you talked to a homeowner, now you got to yell at the seller information form, which I hope I put that on there. I think I did. If not, you can ask Michelle for it on Facebook. We'll get it to you. Just DM us. Don't put your email out on the live. You don't want a bunch of people getting your email and sending you a bunch of crap. So put your email on DM, or just tell, hey, Michelle, I want the thing, and we'll send it to you, DM, whatever you want to do. How to submit your deals, right? So what we do is we have a little hot deal thing, and it's called Bookmark. Save the link below on your computer. You'll be using it to submit your deals. Well, here it is, www.nothingbutshortsales.com. I don't even know if we need to use the www anymore, because I think if you plug in nothingbutshortsales.com, it works. We'll see if that works for you. Go there, look at that site, check it out. Nothing But Short Sales. This is how to submit a deal to our office. This is exactly how our partners are submitting deals, and there's a bunch of them coming. And then here's another page will pop up, put your information in so you can submit. So we need your information so we can track the deal to your information. So we're digitally technology catching up and been caught up. This is just something I'm releasing out to the public today. Enter your name, your email, your phone number, click submit, and it will take you to a second page. And then, but this isn't the second page, but this is how you can contact us. So if you've gone this far, you don't know how to contact me except through Facebook, which that's the way to do it. You can also go here. You can check out consultinggroupllc.net. You can get some ideas of our marketing for homeowners and our testimonials from homeowner. So if you're a homeowner on here and you need some help, you can go to consultinggroupllc.net. You can call the phone number 407-834-1325. And if you're somebody that's excited about the process of helping homeowners, you can contact us through there. And then the next thing you're going to get is an email from Heather at our office, a letter, let her know you had a deal, you added a deal to that link, and she'll go and find it for you and match it up. She'll link you to the property, and then your lead becomes the possible deal. And that's, for our partners, right? So send a completed seller information form sheet to the office or email it to right here. And this is that sheet we're talking about, the seller information form that I can look at when it's filled out, even if it's only a third of the way filled out. If it's got some decent information about the mortgages and the reason to sell is the biggest thing right here. That's filled out. I know exactly what to do with the deal. I know which way to go, which way to maneuver, which documentation we need and all that, which attorney to contact, which title company to contact, whatever we need to do to get it done, how much money we'll need, where do I need to get it, whatever it needs to be done, we can do it. So we'll update your property status and start working with your deal. Again, there's a little fee for that, but you guys are going to have to know that anything worthwhile, anything worth having, anything that's any good, there's going to be some kind of cost, some kind of misdirection or whatnot. And you're going to have to just make the decision if you're going to get on board with a quality team like this and get in with a business. You've seen our videos, our marketing pieces and things like that. And I just wanted to bring this quick webinar sales presentation to you today. Because I feel it's time. It's January 2021. We're on a new horizon and we're on a new mission. And we have new visions. Our visions from 2020 were disruptive and interrupted, but that's okay. Things went well and we did really good. I hope you all did well. And if you need some extra help, if you want to get some deals, if you've never done a deal in your life, well, this is where this place to start right here. This is the place to start. Get this phone number, get this contact, and get to your first deal or get to your 100th deal. We've done 2,800 short sale transactions, and we got 3 approvals this month already, maybe 4 now. This is the end of the month, and we've sold 3 or 4 properties, and it's just been a blessing. I got a lot of good updates on some stuff coming up that you already know about. We've shown you some of the beginning stuff, the big property in Umatilla. We sold that property, and Caleb, I should have put that on there. Hell, that was Caleb's deal too. So he got another $12,000 check, and I should have put his testimony. Matter of fact, I might put your testimony out on this one because he says he worked 4 hours and made $12,500. If you want to work 4 hours and make $12,500, I suggest you get on the phone, get on the internet, FaceTime us, Facebook us, however, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. And let's make it happen. 2021 is our year. I hope it's your year with us as well. Talk to you soon. Have an awesome weekend. I enjoyed today's Foreclosure Friday, which I will be changing the name. Foreclosure is a good catchy name. Friday's the best name, and we'll see how that goes. I'm interviewing lots of people to see what kind of names I need to do to attract some different ammunition for 2021. We'll see you then. Be like an eagle, be sharp, be smart. Hey, you can't hoot with the owls and fly with the eagles. Is that what it was? Can't hoot with the owls and fly with the eagles. So you know what that means. That's from the old school training. And this is Hunter Pascal, Foreclosure Friday, and I'm your man. We'll see you Tuesday.